Hey there guys, ladies and gents, welcome back to Discovery Freelancer, episode number 3. You'll notice that there's only 40 people online, and I'm in a very huge hurry to actually get on, because the point of today's episode is to finally, to coin a phrase from Mitten Squad, this is where the real game begins, and the reason I'm in such a hurry is because there are people in New York and one of the people in New York, or at least some of them, are actually tagged characters, including a Liberty Navy officer, a EN, and an Omicron Supply Incorporation, I think it was called. I'm so really sorry if I'm misremembering that. But most importantly, these are the sort of players that I want to reveal myself to. These are the players that I want to meet this character. Now the problem is the jump gate to the Colorado system is actually like inoperable. Like we cannot go there. So I have to get over there as soon as possible. And also, I need to figure out how exactly is it that we are going to present ourselves. I already told you this in the previous episode, but the last thing I want to do is to make it seem that this is a bait character, so I will need to make myself PvP... How to explain that? I need to be as less dangerous as possible. So I think what is going to happen is that I'm going to roleplay as if I have just escaped, or, well, more or less gotten away from the Liberty Rogues, and basically got myself stuck trying to flee to New York. So that is the overall idea. In order to do this, I will have to drop my regens and make myself a little bit damaged. That is my overall idea, and honestly, I have to get there as quickly as I can, because, I think that's actually a rogue. This might prove to be kind of interesting, actually. Okay, so the person who I was actually going to try and interact with just died to the EN, whoever that is. I don't actually know who the EN are. This is actually problematic. Alright, so to reiterate, the whole idea right now that this character is set up, the first 2 episodes were just me setting up the character itself. It had absolutely no roleplay value in terms of what the character is doing, and even that one encounter in the Kyushu system, that is basically just an encounter. I really doubt that Brono actually went there and shot outcasts in California. It really was an out-of-character sort of mechanical thing just for the sake of setting up the character itself. The first instance of me actually interacting with players properly and actually role-playing this character will be done in the New York sector. I am going to do the following thing. Or at least that's my idea right now. I am going to enter the system and fly a little bit off the general location, so to speak, and I'm going to issue an SOS. So basically this character has fled the rogues, and he has gotten as far as New York. That's strange. The engine sound just cut off. Interesting. But yeah, the character has gone as far as he can, and in this case that's going to be just New York, until a technical failure makes him stop and makes him vulnerable. So I'm going to let them find me, opposed to the, other way around, and basically see what happens there. The only problematic thing that can happen right now is simply the fact that I will not have enough money for this engine. So I'm looking for the Rogue Red engine right now. And yes, it is true, I actually was considering whether or not it actually made more sense for me to grab one of the Z-Line ships, the actual Rogue/Molly ships, in order to, do the thing. But, I mean, one thing it's making obvious as to what kind of character this is, and the other is to just plain old just asking to be shot. Jeez, I step away from the PC for just a few moments and it boots me for idling. I am severely disappointed that I wasn't in time, but I guess it wouldn't have been an interesting encounter simply because, hey, the person who is the 46th? Oh, that guy just logged off as well. Crap. I have a very specific target, not an individual target. I need to be seen by the Liberty Navy. I need to be seen by LSF, LPI, Liberty Navy, people who, can enforce or dictate laws in the Liberty systems. Those are my primary goals. So wait, where is it? Action info, there we go. Okay, so the 46th Strike Force is a group of highly trained, disciplined operatives brought together to maintain tight law enforcement as well as strengthen the defense within Liberty. This might be interesting, actually. I take it back. Mainly because if this guy operates on a pure black to white kind of, morality scale, then this character of mine would be instantly shot. And that would be basically the end of his attempt of redeeming himself in Liberty. Now then, there's just one thing I have to do, and that is to damage my ship. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Let's see. I wasn't going to do this with a unknown ship like that. Oh no, he's in Connecticut now. I might actually need to log off. I need to log off and just wait for the server to fill up a little bit more. Actually, no, what am I talking about? It's past midnight. I actually missed the prime time. Hey there guys, Spanzy here at Case Interims, and this is a continuation of the thing that I started before. So, I have this situation where I can actually log into the game very close to its prime hour. We have 77 people online, and the reason for that is because I didn't actually know who these people are, but it looks like we have a potential lead on experiencing the exact thing that I wanted to happen. So, again, to TLDR, I want this character to be found out by Liberty Lawfuls. And right now, in New York system, in specific, we have people under the Marshals tag. Now, I did a very brief look into who these people are, and by the looks of things, this is, so where is it? Information, there we go. So, smuggling, piracy, insurgency, terrorism, basically, it's another Liberty Lawfuls group, and I think that in the way that their overall information is portrayed, they would actually be the best case scenario to find this character. Now, that remains to see what exactly happens. I'm not exactly sure who the other people here are. I don't know what Leah are, who's Trisha Rise, but just by the fact that it's tagged, it's also, a name/surname character, I would say that's an experienced role player. So I am honestly very, very looking forward to see what exactly can I do with this. And, yeah, let's go to New York. let's assume a position very... let me very quickly show you what I had in mind. So I was going to park myself somewhere here, between the West Point Military Academy, as if I was trying to get to Rochester base from California before my ship was disabled. Or, instead of disabled, I would rather say it succumbed to its internal damages, as I have spent the last few days trying to prove myself in the, well, database of pilots of Sirius as to my thorough abandonment of ties to Liberty Rogues by massacring a lot of pilots. Now, obviously, these are going to be newbie pilots. I'm going to specifically state that. No, this is not a badass character. He is actually very weak, as you can probably already tell just by its design. But, yeah. Let's start. So I just sent out a system-wide SOS. Let's see if they pick up on it. Hopefully this Trisha Rise is not a unlawful character. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say, hopefully they're not engaged. Receiving SOS beacon status. That's good. They have responded to my roleplay attempt. I like that. So let's see if I can kind of get... SOS B5. Now, I have just stated the location of my ship, and hopefully they will just come over here and see what it is. Stand by, a patrol is inbound. Good. I like that. Oh, there's a 46th as well. '64th on its way also. Okay, so I'm going to thoroughly apologize to you now, because I have gotten so very reliant on Discord and Chrome having built-in spell check, that you're actually going to see a lot of grammar mistakes. And I'm really sorry about that, but considering English is and still remains my third language, I really hope. Okay, there we go. It looks like the 46th have arrived first. And if I'm not mistaken, these people are going to see me as hostile on their scanner. Let's make it a little bit more convincing. So yeah, I'm flashing a Liberty Rogue IFF right now. And if I'm not mistaken, Xeno pilot. Let's eject that. So let's see, who we got here? Oh boy. I just asked out of roleplay, where do you want the interrogation to take place? And so, we have to shoot a PM to Cage Tenshi. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's go see the message dumps. I think I should find the person here somewhere. Cage Tenshi, yeah, there we go. Oh no, it's a moderator! Okay, so I was actually going to make a new forum handle from Bim Bam Brono, and the guy's a moderator. He'll know. He'll know it's me. Damn it. I was going to kind of be sneaky about it, but apparently I can't. Oh well. Well, that really completes episode number 3, guys. Alright, so very, very small update right now. Baron Bim Bam Brono has been given his own forum handle, but at the time recording, this account has not yet been activated. I'm still waiting for that. Once that is done, I am going to PM this dude right here. So, considering this is basically a interrogation, what I think is going to happen is most likely I'm going to get my own roleplay thread on the forum, and I'm going to post there. But until then, very quickly, let me TLDR what exactly happened here. So, I was very, very lucky to catch myself 4 different high-value roleplay targets in New York. I played my part, I entered New York system, I flew off into the field a little bit on the trajectory as if I was going to Rochester. Thankfully, incidentally, I had a Xeno pilot in my cargo hold, so I dumped that into space, dropped my shield, my ship is damaged, and basically the story that my character gave was a very simple one. He has fled the rogues, he is really sorry, he is extremely sorry that he encountered them along the way, because, and I quote, in 2 days, like, if he would have gotten to Rochester, in 2 days, they would have met him right outside of Manhattan as just one more random freelancer, and they wouldn't have been all the wiser. So this is really a setback, because he didn't make it to Rochester to actually get the rogue IFF off of his ship. So basically that's what happened. Now, the way that I'm going to probably do this is, this character is not all-powerful. He has destroyed a lot of Liberty Rogue identified ships in order to actually get his reputation of, because, hey, XD, that's what we actually did, right? Perhaps not Rogue specifically, but they don't need to know about that. And essentially what happened is that over these last 2 days when he was causing this mayhem, he has been accumulating damage on that ship. So that's actually a very high-class ship, because that's basically, you know, what all player characters have to fly. In comparison to the NPCs flying around, those are like elite ships, right? And that is the ship that he managed to nick from a repair bay. Now, obviously, now he kind of sees why was it in the repair bay in the first place, because on his way to Rochester, he engaged yet another Xeno target. He took it out, but not before his own ship was disabled. So, well, there you go. And basically, that is the story so far. These people picked me up. So one of the parties involved were in fact the Liberty Marshals. So that's a first time encounter with them, and I must admit it was pretty damn amazing. So apart from that, we also have the 46th. The 46th were the, as already said, like the black and white sort of diplomacy sort of thing. So that was interesting. And also Lei Wolverine, who I have no clue what they are. Maybe there is here somewhere? Lei? No. No. Liberty Marshals. Liberty Navy, Liberty Navy. I don't know what the LEI LEI actually stands for, and I'm really sorry, I did not actually get a chance to scan these ships because my scanner wasn't meant for cargo scanning. I actually just went for the, the best scanner I could get. But yeah, basically that. I'm still not exactly sure what kind of accent my character is talking in, but I mean that's neither here nor there. But basically what happened, I did manage to get to Manhattan. The the trip there was actually kind of fun because I had to fly through the scrap field without a shield on cruise speed, and that almost ended up kind of interesting. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to go through all of the DSAs again. This is basically the chat log in text form. But yeah, I'm going to go over this one more time, and I'm actually just going to just dump it down into the video description or the comment section if you want to, read it for yourself. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm very, very glad that this went exactly as I thought. And basically, well, what else is new? So, and yeah, basically, this is where we're gonna leave off. The next the next video is probably also going to include stuff from the, from the forums, but that's one of those ideas. Yeah. So maybe I should create another character and let Brono kind of just sit on Manhattan for a while until this gets cleared up, and see what actually happens of it. And in the meantime, we'll probably create a completely new, unrelated character and see what else we can do. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode.